Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my competent literature lovers. Welcome to English Academy UGP. My today's lecture will be about the 20th century or the modern age. The modern age or the 20th century started with the reign of Edward VII, who reigned from 1901 till 1910. After the very peaceful, well-managed and well-disciplined Victorian age, this reign witnessed the appearance of great disturbing factors. British imperialism awakened the jealousy of a number of European nations. Germany began warlike preparations. France, Japan, and Italy also tried to enlarge their empires. Then the age of George V started from 1910 and ended at 1936. In his age, First World War began in 1914. In the beginning, Germany conquered a number of European countries, but ultimately she was defeated by the Allies, that were England, France, and America. The war ended in 1919 with peace conference. With the end of the war, new political movements developed in Europe. Communism was established in Russia. Communism was a system of social organization in which all property is owned by the community and each person contributes and receives according to their ability. Fascism was established in Italy. Fascism is a governmental system led by a dictator having complete power, forcibly suppressing opposition and criticism, regimenting all industry, commerce, etc., and emphasizing an aggressive nationalism and often racism. While National Socialism was established in Germany. National Socialism is a political and economic theory of social organization which advocates that the means of production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community as a whole. Along with these political movements, science and technology made huge advance. Einstein presented the theory of relativity. Psychoanalysis threw light on the unconscious mind. Radio, aeronautics, sound recording, and television developed rapidly. The chief writers of that age were D.H. Lawrence, Somerset Maugham, Henry James, T.S. Eliot, James Joyce, Hopkins, E.M. Forster, Bernard Shaw, K.G. Wells, Arnold, Bennett, Kipling, Goldsworthy, W.B. Yeats, Virginia Woolf, and T.H. Huxley. Then the era of Edward VIII started from January 1936 and ended at December 1936. He abdicated in favor of his brother George VI. George VI's rule started from 1936 and ended at 1952. In 1939, Second World War broke out. Again, Germany overran a number of European countries. Japan entered in war in 1941. America came on the side of the Allies, that were England, France, and Russia. Germany was defeated in 1945. Atom bomb was dropped on Japan in August 1945 and the war ended in Asia. After the war, many of British colonies like India, Pakistan, Burma, Ceylon became independent. Then the era of Elizabeth II started. Her reign started from 1952. The chief feature of post-war period was the existence of Cold War between Russia and the Western democracies, which were England, USA, and France. The growth of communism in East, competition in invention, and testing of new nuclear weapons, space travel, and the fear of Third World War provide an uncomfortable background to the modern English literature. This was the political background of the modern age. Now, let's come towards the literary background of the modern age. When we talk about the features of literature in modern age, then we come to know that this age was totally a contrast of the Victorian age. People started to question everything. Scientific inventions were the result of that attitude of interrogation. Machinery dominated the modern life. It accelerated the production and raised the standard of living. As far as the different literary genres are concerned, first of all, we will throw light over modern drama. After Shakespeare, drama suffered from a decline in England. Even Congreve in the 17th century and Sheridan and Goldsmith in 18th century couldn't restore it. But Oscar Wilde and G.B. Shaw revived drama in modern age. What were the contributions of G.B. Shaw in modern drama? Let's see it. G.B. Shaw's life tenure started from 1856 and ended at 1950. He was an Irish playwright, critic, and political activist. His influence on Western theatre, culture, and politics extended from the 1880s to his death and beyond. He wrote more than 60 plays. His major works were Man and Superman, that was written in 1902, Pygmalion, that was written in 1912, St. John, that was written in 1923, Doctor's Dilemma, and Mrs. Warren's Profession. In 1925, he was awarded Nobel Prize in Literature. G.B. Shaw was greatly influenced by Henrik Ibsen, who was a Norwegian dramatist, Friedrich Nietzsche, who was a German philosopher, Karl Marx, Charles Dickens, and Chesterton. Drama of ideas was pioneered by G.B. Shaw. Now, the question is that what is meant by drama of ideas? Drama of ideas is a type of discussion play in which the clash of ideas reveals the most acute problems of social and personal morality. It has little action but discussion. Characters are only the vehicles of ideas. He himself said, "My reputation has been gained by my persistent struggle to force the public to reconsider its morals." Oscar Wilde is also the big name of the modern age, whose life tenure started from 1854 and ended at 1900. He was an Irish poet and playwright. His notable works were The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Importance of Being Earnest, and Ideal Husband. He has epigrammatic, graceful, polished, and full of wit style. John Goldsworthy was also the great name of that age, whose life tenure started from 1867 and ended at 1933. He was an English novelist and playwright. He won Nobel Prize in Literature in 1932. His notable works were The Skin Game and The Silver Box, which were his plays, while his famous novel was Forsyte Saga and its sequels, A Modern Comedy and End of Chapter. In modern age, there also happened the Irish dramatic revival. It was a reaction against new realistic drama of Wilde and Shaw. Members of that drama revival were Irish dramatists named Lady Gregory, W.B. Yeats, and John Millington Synge. These dramatists presented richness of the peasant culture of Ireland and appealed to the popular imagination of their countrymen. Poetic drama was also the progeny of the modern age. Eliot and Yeats wrote poetic drama. Poetic drama was a reaction against the prose plays of Shaw and Wilde. This drama has close connection with religious beliefs or social attitudes. This was the status of drama in the modern age. Inshallah, in the next video, I will tell you about the remaining genres of literature. Hopefully, you have got the political background of the modern age and the status of drama in the modern age. Don't forget to like and share that video with your friends and subscribe that channel after leaving your precious remarks in the comment box. With this, I wind up my today's lecture. Always eco like a cuckoo. Stay connected, stay updated and stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.